and welcome to your March 2018 general reading. And you know what, Gemini, I just looked at your cards and I just thought, oh my, how beautiful, you know, what's going on here at the level of your soul. Okay, now I imagine the tarot's a wheel, and the card of your soul is the central part of the wheel. Look what you've got here. Ace of Cups. Just, there can hardly be, apart from maybe the Fool card, there can hardly really be a more beautiful card to have here. This is the eye of the divine, piercing your heart and absolutely opening it. It's opening the spiritual heart, essentially, learning to connect your heart and your mind. But it's about allowing this beautiful, beautiful Ace of Cups to guide you and to guide the centre of your life in the month of March. It's so often this card appears here that the first thing that I saw in the reading was, what have you got going on, Gemini? I absolutely love it. There's something to do with destiny in this card, because all the planets are in alignment. They call it the good karma card. Most of you who know me know I can't bear that terminology, but simply what it means is the good that you put out to the world is coming back to you. Yeah, and it's sort of protecting you in the month of March, and no matter what happens, you're guided with this beautiful Ace of Cups. Okay, it might come, so you're going to have to bear with me when I read about how the cards are all playing out together, because you might be walking into this Ace of Cups because you've walked away from something. Okay, so if you're just patient with me, I'll try and allow the reading to explain itself. You enter March, two cards, the 5 of discs with the 10 of discs, complete opposites. Okay, so the 10 is probably the highest you can get. This is financially having plenty, because look, the chest is open, so people can come and share because you've got plenty to share. It's a very, very strong spirituality card. All the 10s tend to be, but especially this card and the 10 of Cups. Okay, but so you've got plenty to share. It's in a wooden box, so your foundations are quite stable. The irony is it comes with the 5 of discs. So the 5 of discs has to be the complete opposite. You know, maybe you're entering into March with a little bit of insecurity around your finances. The 5 came first, and then it was a 10. So I don't know if there's a temporary insecurity that's only lingering energy, and then the 10 comes straight afterwards. Or maybe there's some huge changes going on, Gemini, and with changes comes a little bit of insecurity. Every single one of us are the same. Maybe you're walking into a new job or a new house and you're a little bit anxious how it's all going to go, but it looks like it's going to go incredibly well, and I'm sorry because I'm laughing at how well it's going to go. Okay, but as usual, the tarot's like a jigsaw puzzle. Like life, one thing leads to another, because what you most want is the Knight of Cups. Okay, so this is either someone that you want to come into your life who's won this battle, and generally it's an inner battle to overcome fears, difficulties. This knight has just been in a dark forest. Okay, think of King Arthur and all the legends, and he's overcame difficulties, and he's coming out with the grail in his hands because he's won. And this is what you most want. This is either going to be you or it's going to be someone else, but whatever it is, victory is assured, Gemini. Okay, now my one little bit of a confusing, but bear with me, Your protector energy, so the energy that's leading you to this Ace of Cups, the Knight of Cups, and you've got the Queen of Cups, and the Nine of Cups is the Eight of Cups. So maybe some Geminis have had to leave something behind, okay? Sometimes it's a job, it's a relationship, it might be an old house. Something's been left behind, but it's a protector card, which means this leaving behind has got grace and it's got the divine blessings. It's also, if you look, he's dressed in purple and gold. It's Jupiter, it's spirituality, it's a higher search, and it's that search for a life with greater depth and greater meaning. Now this is urging you to keep moving forward, keep going through the unknown, because the Ace of Cups is your guiding energy. It doesn't get any better, Gemini, it really doesn't. Now, your challenge is a Ten of Wands, so you might have been, the Ten of Wands is a card of feeling tired. You might be carrying these burdens, overwork, psychological, but this is a challenge. The message is it's a 10 and you're nearly there, because he's got an end in sight. You can't quite see the end in sight though, but he's nearly there. The dark night is over and he's entering into the daytime. And you really, really are entering into the daytime. In your relationship house, you've got the Nine of Cups, another very spiritual card. It's about having emotional prosperity. It's the heart chakra. It's following your true heart, because you understand that Gemini paradox of our conditioned self and your authentic self, and you're always having to work with, who am I really? What do I really want? The Nine of Cups is about being true to your own self, okay? So not doing something because it's what society would have you do, but doing something because it's what your heart would have you do, Gemini, okay? Don't forget the story of the lovers. He gets a choice, follow what his family and society want him to do, or follow his heart. He follows his heart and he automatically becomes enlightened. In money, in work, you've got the Queen of Cups turning up. This is love again. The whole bottom of your deck is about love. And maybe some Geminis are having to leave something behind to find this love. But the Eight of Cups can be, it doesn't have to be leaving a person behind, it can be a philosophy, a belief system. But the Queen of Cups is about, this is either you or it's someone else. They're coming forward, offering love to you. Yeah, this is also about compassion. It's the highest form of love possible, and the highest form of love possible is that unconditional love. It's the love of two soulmates who love each other with souls, which means you don't love people because what they can give to you or whatever. You love them because of what goes on within your heart regarding them. So some of you might be meeting someone at work, but you're being urged to move forward in a really compassionate, really loving way, Gemini, okay? Because at your soul, you've got the Ace of Cups. You're being guided here this month. And the only thing you can do wrong, Gemini, is not trust it. Because sometimes we don't walk away from these cups, or we go into the Five of Cups and we spend time in too much regret, when actually the cups are spilled because there's a new reality that's beckoning you, Gemini, that's calling you into it. Because that's what this card is saying, the Ace of Cups. You're being guided, and look at your outcome, the Fool card. Everything has to return to zero. That's the karmic rule, which simply means we don't carry the past is a psychological burden, like the Ten of Wands. Okay, we complete things, we have complete cycles, which means we get to live in the here and now. We get to live in the present moment, because most of us filter the present moment through the past experiences. Well, it didn't work then, so it's not going to work now. Okay, to drop these Ten of Wands and to be the real victory, the real person who's won the Grail, means you're no longer carrying this, Gemini. You're moving into the present moment, which is always new, and you're being this Fool card, this Zero, and that's when we get the new beginnings that our soul really, really craves. That's when we get the love that our soul craves, everything. And the most magical thing is, Gemini, see, when we get there, we just attract all we need anyhow. It's because we become magnets for this love, this devotion, and this happiness. What an incredible reading. So listen, my message for you, if any of you are this desire to leave something behind, if it can even be thinking, or old emotions, old conditioning, Gemini, go. Because look what's waiting for you on the other side. What a reading. Absolutely exciting. And keep putting these wands down bit by bit. And you put these wands down bit by bit by being in the present moment, forgiving yourself, releasing others, not carrying these karmic debts. Okay? And the way you release karmic debts is always through as much forgiveness for yourself and other people, and love, essentially, Gemini. Okay, you can get me directly. My email is in the about section. What an incredible reading, Gemini. Loads of love. Bye.